반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
One day, Chonsu's younger brothers asked him why he suddenly became close with Chairman Han Dong Seok. Chonsu looked at them all and quietly said that they should know the truth now. He thought the chairman liked their sister-in-law Ma Gwang Suk. Chonsu had been confused at first, especially since he knew that the chairman liked Gwang Suk, but in time, he accepted Dong Seok as a big brother and decided to introduce him formally to the family. Chonsu begins to feel a deep bond with Han Dong Seok not just as a businessman but like a real comrade. At first, they call each other by their titles, chairman, vice president, but eventually they decide to treat each other like brothers. They even pinky swear on it. For Chonsu, who had always longed for an older brother, it felt really comforting to finally have someone to call Hyung. But he also didn't quite understand why Dong Seok was helping their small distillery so much. To Chonsu, who had worked in the stock market, most company chairmen were greedy and only looked out for themselves. But Dong Seok was different. He helped them sincerely, even hiring a lawyer to protect them. One night, a tipsy Chonsu finally asked Dong Seok why he was helping them so much, especially when there were a big-name breweries like Sheila out there. Dong Seok smiled and answered that it was all because of CEO Ma. He said anyone would want to help someone like her, someone with integrity who sticks to doing things the right way. He said there weren't many like her in the industry and that's why he had fallen for her. If he had met someone like her earlier, he would have fallen for her just the same. He even said she was his ideal type. Hearing this made Chonsu feel uneasy. At first, he thought Dong Seok was just being kind, but now it seemed like Dong Seok truly had romantic feelings for Gwang Suk. That realization hit him hard. Gwang Suk had been like a mother to them after their brother died. She kept the distillery going and took care of them when they had nowhere else to go. So part of him had always hoped someone strong would stand beside her. But now that someone actually was, he didn't know how to feel. He got nervous and even a bit jealous, like a kid afraid of losing his mom. He thought maybe he should just tell Dong Seok to stay away from her. What if they got married? What would happen to the distillery? Would she leave them behind too? But Chonsu wasn't a selfish man. He calmed himself down and reminded himself that Gwang Suk deserved happiness too. She had done so much for them. It was time they supported her, not held her back. Maybe this was how they could repay her. So Chonsu made up his mind. If Dong Seok could make her happy, then he'd support them. He called Dong Seok and invited him over, calling him Hyung and telling him to come meet the rest of the family. Dong Seok didn't hesitate. He rushed over to the house where Gwang Suk and others were. Chonsu introduced everyone, his third brother Hung Soo, the fourth Bom Soo, and the youngest Kang Soo. He also introduced the factory manager and Gwang Suk's mother. Then with a big smile, he told everyone that from today on, Chairman Han Dong Seok would be their eldest brother. The brothers were surprised at first, especially the youngest who still called him chairman out of respect, but eventually everyone started to warm up. Gwang Suk was clearly flustered by the whole situation and tried to get Dong Seok to leave, but Dong Seok just smiled and pretended not to notice. He told the family that he was happy to finally meet them and asked them to call him Hyung too. Though it was awkward at first, the mood soon became cheerful. After a lively evening, Dong Seok headed home in high spirits and Gwang Suk, exhausted, went into her room. Things were changing, but maybe for the better. And just like that, Han Dong Seok had quietly taken a place at the heart of the family.
'Cause you are beautiful, a beautiful stranger.